And it would appear we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll try to get something started with the bases empty and 2 away.
Now batting, number 12.
0-1 the count. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Hit high in the air down the right field line. And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases.
Nice job. Good risk.
Hey, give the hitter credit right there. He was ready for that heater 0-2. But, Dan, I question the pitch selection.
You know, sometimes as a pitcher, you don't want to give a good hitter the same pitch back to back to back, 3 pitches in a row. His thinking might have been right there. He had gone off speed 2 pitches in a row. Maybe he had him set up for the fastball. He guessed wrong.
Now batting, second baseman, Ken Yamamoto.
Now a snap throw to first. And he just manages to get his hand in. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Perez, he's there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. Mississippi leads it 5-1. Chris Rivera will come on in relief now as he'll make his 35th appearance of the season.
Chris Rivera.
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. The Mississippi Braves jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Elmo Monroe earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Tyler Mahle was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game for the victorious.
The game's future stars are on display. Homer Bailey, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. 1 good game, 1 bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
I'm shocked he got to that pitch right there. In today's game of loading up, leg kicks, toe taps, dropping the hands, trying to create launch angle, that high heater usually gets by.
Stepping up to the plate, Dustin Peterson. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 1-0. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Dribbled to the right side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Digging in now, Brian Arnold, and you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Sharp ground ball to third. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Standing in, Joaquin Perez. He went deep in the contest last night. Down the line. Fielded. Throw gets him. 2 down. Digging in to try it again. Number 12. A base hit in his first trip. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Hit out towards second. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes it's a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Popped up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Mississippi's out in front. Striding in once again, Martin Moya, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. 1 there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. At the plate, Ray Downing. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hard to third. Reined in. And the throw pulls him off the base, and the inning's going to continue.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
To the left side. He's got it. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Digging in and looking for more, number 12. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
One out, nobody on. Ball and a strike.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Ripped down the first base line, and that is past him at first. It's a fair ball. Around second, he's on his way to third. The relay throw.
Man, you smoked that thing.
So he's into third with his 6th 3-bagger of the year.
Yeah, and that tells you what kind of an offensive player he is. Very good at hitting the ball on the line, and obviously he's got some decent wheels on him too.
0-2, here it is. Swinging a soft liner, and that'll be the second out. But he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back. Striding in, Gary Iwamura comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Into the box now, Alex McClellan. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. One's down to third. Fielded cleanly. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So they breeze through this half. Digging in, number 12. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
From the stretch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
I always felt 0-2 you had to cover away. If a guy's going to bury you in 3 times in a row, you tip your cap and walk back to the dugout, because that's not easy to do.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Mississippi Braves took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the Stars of tomorrow get their shot in the line. Stepping into the box, number 12. First chance for him here in the top of the 1st with nobody on. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've brought 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, hey, D-Roll, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Roll, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
And he misses. Ball 4.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Coming to the plate now, Chad Cole is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Now to the plate, number 12. He reached on a single in his first try. He's set, and the pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively, to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that. And if you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get 1 out in a spot like this.
To 1-2 now. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. In now, number 12. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First things first, here's a throw over. And a dive, but he's back. He's set. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. Hernandez aboard here at first with nobody out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
And the runner back safely. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Ready now, number 12. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at bat. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Here now the 2-2. Runner goes. Count remains 2-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. At the plate, number 12. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First pitch on its way. Sent out to straightaway center field. Serrano is after it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead.
Fans are finalizing score. First,
It's time for baseball now as the show's tour of the minors continues with a stop in the Southern League. We've got baseball on the 4th of July between the Biloxi Shuckers and the Mississippi Braves. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Esteban Ortiz, the right-hander out of Puerto Rico, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
number 12.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. They come in trying to put together a complete ball game as they've lost their last 2.
Yeah, Matty, coming off a 500 homestand, you would have liked to have played better in front of your home crowd. I get that. But they have a chance to right the ship right here. Get on the winning side, push forward, game one of this road trip. It's not going to be easy.
When a hitter is showing he's unable to resist those inside pitches, you just might as well keep going in there and hope he keeps chasing. Those weren't strikes, but he wanted to hit them anyway.
And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Dustin Peterson. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Chopped weakly to the left. Scooped up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. And inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. So striding in, Richie Dobbins, runner in scoring position with two gone.
Richie Dobbins.
Little roller to third, right to him. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no error. Leading off the inning, number 12, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
To 2-2 now. This is line to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left, as this is hauled in for the first out. Stepping in, number 12. A hit in 2 tries so far. Fly ball out toward left center field. Brown will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Into the box, Matt Ramirez. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far.
Ramirez.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line. And there's out number 2. Digging in, number 12. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
2-0 now. The 2-0 is looked at for the first strike. Swing and a line drive. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Digging in once again, Dustin Peterson. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
So striding forward now, Chad Cole, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Throw over to first, throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly. 2-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. And another throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. One strike from a shutout. Here it comes. Smoke toward the hole. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Now batting, Benny Nicholson. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really...
Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over. This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. Biloxi took the lead in the fourth and held on until the... And as we welcome you into the ball game, we find the bases empty, one away here in the inning. Now at the plate, number 12. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. No balls and 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, 0-1 is a splitter that misses for the first ball. In for strike 2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. Jason Hirsch has been summoned from the bullpen.
Wow, that's a rarity. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
And that 1 run held up tonight. 1-0 the final. The Biloxi Shuckers took the lead in the second inning and minor league baseball is live and on the air on the So stepping in, number 12. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Popped him up. Charles has a play, and that's the 3rd out. We've played an inning, still 0-0. Now at the plate, number 12 comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Curveball that time, not even close.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Count even at 2-2.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. Full extension, but he can't make the catch. That's strike 1. This is line to left, and there's their first hit of the game.
Yeah, that's a pitch right there to split finger that needs to be buried, and it was not executed. Left it thigh high, and as an offensive player, that's what you're waiting on.
Number 18.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Dustin Peterson. He got called out on strikes his last time through. To third. He's got it. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit. Into the box now, Charles Brown.
Charles Brown.
The 1-2. Attempt here. A throw to the plate, and not in time as the run scores. So credit him with an RBI as he really caught him. By surprise there by dropping that down.
Now batting. Shortstop. Nick.
Stepping in now, Nick Franklin. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch lays off again, and it's 2-0.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
That one's in there on the black. 2-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Moving under it, Ramos. And that ends the inning. So 1 run here on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. Last half of the 5th coming up, and the visiting club leads it 1-0. Leading off the inning, Chad Cole, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Catcher. Chad Cole.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Hit in the air down the left field line. Dobbins is in pursuit. Through first and hustling for second. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double. Now in the box, Gary Iwamura.
Number 4. Gary Iwamura.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Michael Tiff.
Leading up for the right fielder, Michael.
Digging in.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance. Number 12. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Missed with a breaking ball.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
The 1-0 home. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. This is flared out towards second. Throw in time at first for route number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dustin.
The batter, number 18.
Stepping into
the first baseman.
Stepping up now, number 12. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And it's 1-1. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Quick check on that tying run at first. Runner back safely. Bat explodes as this has popped up. Oh, what a catch behind his back. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Dustin Peterson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. 2 out with the man at first. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. The 1-1. This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Biloxi Shuckers used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Michael Kimball earns the win, his 2nd. Elmo Monroe takes the loss despite allowing only 1 earned and 1 unearned run. Carlos Quintana records the save, his 23rd of the campaign. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now are final line scores. First for the Victoria Shuckers, 2 runs on 5 hits. No errors. They left 10 minutes.